Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. It's getting to that stage where I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm feeling a lot of excitement. So I cannot wait for this Premier League to start. I am finally there, finally crafted a draft that I absolutely love, but I need one more position to be filled. And that's why you can see a big question mark on the screen. Now, I want a fifth midfielder. If there is a good argument for me to go for a premium defender or a 6.5 or 7 striker, let me know. But I really want a fifth midfielder. So what I'm going to do is give you guys a few options and give you guys like my price range as well. And just let me know in the comments below what you think and which player I should go for. So what I'm going to do is go through my players, talk about which players I actually changed from last week. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. I am here until the end. From the ups and the lows, we're going to go through the whole season. I'm going to be creating a video every single week, and I might post like an additional video in that week. First up, we got Tom Heaton, 4.5 player, 5.4% owned, only 4 clean sheets last season. That's because he was injured last season. So he moved from Burnley to Aston Villa. And I'm not saying Aston Villa is going to keep a lot of clean sheets, but I'm looking at the long term, and these fixtures are looking really, really good. Now, the first fixture against Tottenham is going to be difficult, but I'm looking at the save points. And then Bournemouth at home, Everton at home, Crystal Palace away, West Ham at home. These fixtures are decent for them to at least try to get a clean sheet. I mean, that'll be a massive bonus, but I'm looking at the save points. So there's a good chance for Aston Villa to keep a clean sheet here. And it still carries on to up to game week 9. And I'm looking at holding my wild card as long as I can. So that's why I brought in Tom Heaton. Trent Alexander-Arnold is still here, 7 million player, 27.6% owned, 16 clean sheets, 13 assists and 1 goal. Now I can go for Robertson. I could even go back and get Robertson as well. But I'm going to go through Trent. They both are going to be an amazing option. So go for the one that you actually want. Zinchenko, 5.5, only 6.2% owned. Now, a lot of people are talking about, oh, I should have a lot of players that are differentials, but he's low owned, and if he does well, then I'm going to be ranking up them ranks. 9 clean sheets, 3 assists. He didn't play that much last season, but I think for the short term, this should be good enough. To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter what fixtures they have. They are such a good team. Now, the only problem with this guy is once Mendy comes back, then there might be some problems. But for now, I think he's good to go at the early stages of the season. Still got Lucas Digne here, 6 million, 26.5% owned, so it's highly owned. 13 clean sheets, 5 assists and 4 goals last season. These fixtures are pretty damn good if I'm going to look at the long term. And I need this player in my team. I just saw him play the last preseason game, saw him taking the corner, and I was like, I need this player. Because if one of those goals go in and he keeps a clean sheet, then that is a massive points. Next up, we've got James Maddison, a 7 million player, 12.8% owned. Now, I can downgrade him to Perez to 6.5 and have that 0.5 to upgrade my fifth midfielder that we're going to talk about. 8 clean sheet points, 7 assists, 7 goals. Decent player, and there is a chance for him to be downgraded to Perez if I need to fund the other guy. Now still have Salah, 12.5, 36% owned, 21 clean sheet points, 12 assists, 22 goals. That is some stats. These fixtures, to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter. Just like Manchester City, they can do well no matter who they play against. But after game week 8, that's looking quite difficult. And the Manchester City game here as well. So we might need to adapt a few players here and there. But I think they can still do well. We'll see what happens when we get to that point. But only 36% owned. I would have thought it was going to be higher percentage than 36. But yeah, he's definitely going to be my team. Now we got Sterling, 12 million, 27.9% owned, 17 clean sheet points, 15 assists, 17 goals. Big stats from him. Decent fixtures as well. Looks like he's like Manchester City's main striker right now. Sergio is coming back. He's in training and we'll see in this Community Shield. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be creating a video on Sunday because I'm going to be out. But we'll see. So definitely still going to be my team. Next up is Joshua King, going with that 2 Bournemouth players, 6.5, highly owned as well, 19.5% owned, 3 assists, 12 goals. Going with this plan of getting 2 Bournemouth players and offloading one of them after game week 2. I might change him to Jota or another 6.5 player. We'll see which one emerges. Maybe that new Aston Villa striker, I think he's around 6 million, could be a good shout. And last but not least, we've got Callum Wilson, 8 million, 20.6%. Going with that double Bournemouth players, 12 assists, 14 goals. These fixtures are looking good, so I'm definitely going to hold at least 1 Bournemouth player, and it looks like it's going to be Callum Wilson. So yeah, that was my team. So as for my substitutes, I got Gibson here. He's not actually injured anymore. He played in the last preseason game. We've got Wickham here. I switched them over from Greenwood because Greenwood was highly owned, and if they, if people find out that he's not going to be playing for Manchester United and he's going to be on the bench a lot, then I don't know, his price might go down. I don't want to take the risk on that. To be honest with you, I only need 2 players anyway. And this Sheffield United player is still playing. He's a 4 million defender who plays in the midfield role. So I'm hoping that he continues to play in this midfield. So that was my team. Now, as for my 5th midfielder, I like to have a little bit of fun with my FPL team. I already got the core players that I actually want. And I want to try something a little bit different or plan something out. So here are some of the players I'm thinking about for that 5th midfielder position. So first up is David Silva, 7.5 and 3.6% owned, 16 clean sheet points, 8 assists, 6 goals. Decent fixtures. Should start at early stages of the season. Maybe around, where the Champions League starts. There might be some rotation there for him. This is his last year. What do you guys think about David Silva? I think he's an incredible player. Tripling up with that Manchester City side with Sterling, Silva, one of the defense. You guys let me know. Lucas Moura, this is just for like a 1 week. For 1 week punt. For this Aston Villa game. And then maybe... Okay, here's the plan. 7.5, right? Keep him for this game. For this next game, switch him over to another 7.5 player or a 7 million player. Maybe go for like Felipe Anderson. Because West Ham's got pretty decent fixtures after the first Manchester City game. I could do that. Then I've got like a Tottenham cover for this first game. 7.5, 8%. 8.2% owned, 14 clean sheet points, 2 assists, 10 goals. Should start at the first in the first game. So I could just get him and then remove him later on, but that will cost me my transfer. I don't know. I'm just planning things out. I'm trying to see what kind of options I have. Ross Barkley, 6 million. 5.8% owned, 5 assists, 3 goals. Now, he's been a troll to us last season, but these fixtures are decent. And he's taking the penalties. So, I think he's a good option. Even though he trolled us last season, I think this season, I think could be completely different. New manager, new players around him that wants to play, that wants to win. I think this could be a good option because of his price tag of 6 million. Plus he's on penalties. That's a massive bonus. Maybe I could go and get myself a Manchester United player like Martial, 7.5 player, only 4% owned, 5 clean sheet points, 4 assists, 10 goals. These fixtures are okay. He plays out front. I think he's a good player. What do you guys think? And we got Trossard here. 6 million, only 0.5% owned. From Brighton. A midfielder. Decent fixtures at the early stages. Takes the corners, takes free kicks. Brighton's playing really well in the pre-season, scoring a lot of goals. Maybe a chance for him to shine. I'm just trying to like remove as much as money as possible without destroying my team, just to show you guys what I could do, what I'll be happy with. And as you can see, I got 7.5 to spend. So 7.5 is the limit. You let me know in the comments below who I should go for. Maybe I should just go for another Manchester City player, or I can go for where's that player here, Lucas Moura. There we go. I'll be still happy with this team. I could play him for this first game and I could remove him later on. You guys let me know. That was my draft. As you all know, every week we always change our teams around and trying to adapt as much as we can. We've got the Community Shield tomorrow. This is going to give us a lot of information, so definitely watch that. And that is about it. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this helped you in some kind of way, gave you some kind of decisions. I'm here to have fun, guys. I'm here to play this game to see if I can at least do well. I'm here to learn as much as I can. So subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter. That's where all my updates are coming from. And that is about it. See you guys next time. See ya.